your fight, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be the one in the
Wow.
courtroom getting the victory easy. Put your boots to the ground like you've been doing. When they do events, do your own events. I know, I see you. You going to the right places. You going to the people that actually killed your kid, to the police station. Don't stop. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Cause see, guess what? You gonna be the one that gets something out of it. I'm gonna tell you, this shit ain't easy. Since I've been in this for 7 years, bro. 7 long years. Do you hear me? And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It ain't easy. It ain't
Fuck no,
easy.
it ain't.
You just got what you gotta do is, now that you know and you woke, you just gotta weed these people out that say they for you and they really against you. And I'm
There's
gonna tell you, when they
nobody.
gonna want to be your friend, when you get that
Oh,
victory, then you're gonna be a part of the club.
when I get that victory, I'm
Hmm.
not going to have a long list of people to thank. They
Yeah,
can
but I'm
fight
just
me.
telling you.
And you can
Yeah.
even hear me saying it. You can watch my hashtags. I'm going to start a group called Bite Me Akron because I am so over all of it. All
Can I
of it. It ain't just the Freedom Block, the NAACP. We can call out some other names of organizers and
It's a whole
organizations.
bunch of them.
Oh, shoot. Dude,
And
no.
they just
I'm
got
going to do
they
that.
just got 2.4 million. So why they can't help the people? See, I
Right.
heard
Talk
about
about it.
everything that what's Amazon wife got a divorce from her husband. She gave Freedom Block 2.4 million, the NAACP, and then they also got a grant out there right now as we speak, that if you got a 501(c) and you lying and saying that you fighting for these people, they got $100,000 grant out there for you. So they getting all this money, but they ain't trying to help nobody. And
Right.
Freedom Block, they call themselves trying to have a meeting with us families. They wanted to host a meeting so we could talk about what happened in Akron, Ohio. But this is the funny part. They had enough money to hire an advisor to try to do a Zoom with us. I told the other people, I don't want to do no Zoom with them. I said, because if I get on the
Mm-mm.
Zoom, this all I'm going to say is $ Cash App $ accountability 98. I don't got nothing else to say to you. Because first of all, if you got enough money to pay somebody to talk to me, then you got enough money to pay me for disrespecting me and making me lose days at work to come stand with nobody. Because I don't even know y'all. I don't want to talk to y'all. Y'all showed me how y'all feel and what y'all was really about. Get out this fight though. Let's talk about that. Won't you donate that 2.4 million to the community of Akron? Because you ain't doing nothing with the money. You ain't doing nothing with the money. You ain't building no building fund at your church, revenue and cash. You ain't doing none of that. You and your sister is swindlers. And the little girl y'all got on y'all team that always like to run up on women, the Bob. Y'all using people. Y'all using the death of our men, women, and children to stack y'all bank accounts. Get your job back. Call your old employer and tell them that you're ready to come back to work, because I promise you, y'all getting out this police terrorism fight because y'all ain't ready. This ain't
No,
about
the
you,
hell they
y'all.
ain't. They
And
ain't
you know
ready
what?
for it.
And you let
Mm-mm.
me tell you what I don't like either. This is what really, like, I just be paying attention to people's lives and looking and seeing what's going on. For you activists that ain't never been in the play, why go to another family event to get into it with another activist? You a man and you want to challenge a woman, and that you think that give you big balls? No, that shows that you're not really a man and that you need a pair of panties on.
Mm.
Because if you fighting for this family, if you got a problem with somebody else, that supposed to wait. That ain't the time. If you out here representing this family, that ain't the time to get into it with another activist at a representative of a dead kid, because you're not respecting that family, period. Y'all going around and moving how y'all moving, y'all collecting all this money, y'all going state to state saying that y'all talk for all of us. I tried to reach out to Cortez Rice because I wanted to know why he felt like he should get paid. First off, if you out here asking people for money to bury a dead child that you don't even know they parent, how you asking for money in the first place? And if you raised it for the kid, get a whole bag to the parent. But
Right.
you want
Talk
10
about it.
stacks, you want 10 stacks off the top for what? This is not a job. This is not, I promise you, this ain't a job. I never signed no papers for them to kill my 18-year-old black son. I
Talk
never
about it.
signed no type of papers. This ain't a job. I never seen the application that y'all put in, because I would have told them, no, they ain't a good candidate. I never
Right.
seen the
Right.
application. I don't understand how y'all be giving these people titles. You feel me? And the titles that y'all giving them, they don't even stand up or measures or weights to the title that y'all give them. Y'all got Andrew Joseph running around this fight talking about he the street coordinator. Who gave you that job as a street coordinator, Brett? How you street coordinating for some families, but you ain't street coordinating for all families? But you the one got the platform. When y'all go to Washington, D.C., I didn't hear you say one kid name when you were speaking on that speaking thing. All I heard you, I didn't hear you say jail the killer cops. I didn't hear you say reopen the cases. You talking about your shit. You want to be a street coordinator? With all due respect, bro, because this is what I'm tired of too in this fight. All these people coming to our fight and they children didn't even get killed by the police. It ain't the same. Do we care and do we feel about y'all losing y'all kids? Hell motherfucking yeah. Yes. Yes. Because don't nobody deserve to die, not these kids. They our future. But y'all can't keep jumping in this police terrorism fight and taking over our fight and causing separation and division. And the police didn't kill y'all kids. Is that fair to a mother that don't ever get to tell her story that the police killed her kid, or fair to a wife that never get to tell her story that the police killed her husband, or fair to a father that the police killed his kid in his face, Kevin Kellum, and he never get to tell his story? Because in this fight, you got to be chosen. What you mean you got to be chosen? If you a father in this and you in this fight and you lost your kid, you should have all the extras that all the other fathers have that lost their kids in this fight in the same way. If you a mother in this fight that lost their kid, you should have all the extras that every other mother got in this fight that lost their kid. If you a loved one that lost your husband, your wife, you should have the same thing. How is it a difference? How is it all this separation and division in this fight? And ain't nobody fighting for changes because everybody accepting change. I'm going to say that again. Ain't nobody fighting for changes because everybody accepting change. Oh, just because they doing it for you is cool. But oh, it's 10 other mothers in your state that ain't getting no help, but you ain't going to even mention them because it's just all about your kid. No, it's about all these men, women, and children that's dying globally by the hand of the police that was never put on America to protect and serve us. Period. We ain't reaching one, teaching one. We'll get on the phone. We'll talk about another father to another mother and another father that's in that fight. And we ain't never even met them. It's so many of y'all got my name in y'all mouth, but I love it. Keep on talking, baby. Because the more you talk, the more God keeps showing me favor. Don't stop. Don't stop. And another thing, y'all be getting mad at us families when we be trying to bring attention to what's going on in these states about how these police is getting down. Because see, they put their own narrative out. The news is the biggest liar. They never gonna put out our narrative because they work with the police too. But y'all get mad at these families when they be trying to show y'all something. They ain't trying to exploit your child. They not even speaking their own words. They speaking on what the police narrative is. But they pointing out stuff in your case so that you can be aware. But the cold part about it is some of y'all been in this fight as long as me, and y'all ain't never did no research on your own case. But then when a new mother come in, because she trying to get justice for her kid, she supposed to do research. She supposed to pull out what she need to pull out to make her case stronger. Y'all get mad. But when Black Lives Matter and made this $528 million off y'all, flights and t-shirts hit different. Ain't none of y'all got nothing to say because y'all getting them coins. How much did they pay y'all to hate Lisa Simpson? How much money did they give you? Because I'm going to tell you, my guy said it wasn't enough. Huh? It wasn't enough. Because November the 6th, 2023, the mother of Richard, Lisa Simpson, going to get a victory. You better know it. You better know it. My son didn't die for nothing. Nah, he sure didn't. He didn't die for nothing. He didn't die for nothing. Why y'all feel like y'all can just brush us up under the rug because why? It wasn't no lights, camera, actions? Well, I got a question. How many of y'all in this fight right now, the police went to jail and y'all's death? Or did they get a promotion just like my son's police officers did? Is they still on the force? Huh? So you ain't no better than me. You ain't no better than me. You going through the same thing I'm going through. So what your title doing? What's up with your title? Your title who? Your title what? Your title, what your title doing? Your title ain't doing nothing. What I'm gonna need you to do is put that title in the trash. Because it ain't beneficial to you or this fight. No, and all the separation and division that y'all out here keep saying I'm a part of, that ain't Lisa Simpson. That ain't Lisa Simpson, because I ain't got nothing against Nairn family in this fight. But am I disappointed in a lot of y'all? Yep. I'm going to keep it a buck. Because we could have been so far if Black Lives Matter never came in this fight. But y'all like to listen to other people, and y'all the ones that lost y'all loved ones. How they gonna tell you how you supposed to move, how you supposed to talk? They only around you when it's the incident. Soon as the incident over, they on to the next family. Call them right now and tell them that your rent is due. Tell them that you about to be homeless and you need some help. I guarantee you they gonna tell you a smoker and they ain't gonna give you 50 cents.
This why the fact that families need to come out with their own organizations, their own, because if it continues, whether it's with the NAACP, Freedom Bloc, Black Lives Matter, and whomever else, if these organizations are continue to get paid off of you guys, the impacted families.
Okay, but why? They don't know our children. They don't even know us. No, listen to me. I have 4 other siblings beside my son that got killed. My son was 7 years old. That's now 14. And Melina Abdullah told my baby at the police commission board meeting, because my kids is very intelligent, because I ain't no dummy. And my son asked the police and Charlie Beck, why did y'all kick my brother, spit on him like he was a dog? Because that's what they did to my 18-year-old after they shot him up. Kicked him and spit on him like he was a dog. And when they flipped him over, they said, fuck, we don't even know if this is our suspect. That lady told my 7-year-old son, we gonna always have your back. Yeah, for real. Get up out of here, bro. Jill Stein came to Los Angeles, California to stand in solidarity with me when the police killed my kid, the Green Party president candidate. The pastors from San Diego walked all the way from San Diego to Los Angeles, California to stand in solidarity with me and pray with me when they got to me on the streets. I don't play these kind of games that these people playing. My son ain't in no closet. My son is really dead. What make them feel like they should be able to get paid off our pain? Hurt people, right? So who hurt Black Lives Matter? Who hurt Black Lives Matter? That's because the only thing I see get hurt them is they feelings, and I put mine in a paper bag on the daily and bust them. Nobody should be getting paid off our pain. They don't know what we feeling. They don't know what we going through. We didn't ask them to work for us. We never asked no activist movement, network, or org. And I can say, speak for the families. Ain't none of us never called these people when our loved ones died and said, hey, I need to hire you. No, they looking at the narrative of the news and they saying, ching, ching. Ching, ching, getting paid over here. Thursday, didn't bring it over here. No, don't bring it over here. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Because y'all not helping us in this fight. Ain't nobody helping us in this fight. Can't nobody tell us where justice at. Where that nigga at? Where he at? Can anybody tell us? No. Because guess what? Everybody already got an agenda. It ain't about the death of these men, women, and children globally. It's about that stew that you already had in the pot that was nasty as hell, and y'all needed the death of our men, women, and children to spice it up and make it taste like something. And y'all selling the soup and disrespecting our dead men, women, and children. That's what y'all doing, huh? And I don't care what organization you with. It ain't about your heart, because the heart is made to be broken. It's about your mindset. If your mindset ain't right, ain't nothing else about you right. Period. Ain't nothing else about you right. If you calling this a job, you ain't right. Nobody asked you to come out here and do what you did. You done it on your own. Who put a gun to your head and say, hey, can you come to the streets with us? Nobody. Because I don't think y'all can do what us parents do, because we get out when we get to the streets. We don't play no games. We serious out there. We ain't playing. We really serious. We ain't out there talking about, oh, I want to get paid. You know how many times I done spoke in 7 years and I ain't asked for 50 cents? And Black Lives Matter robbed me for 1.2 million. And I got a GoFundMe fund out right now for court support for the money that Black Lives Matter stole. And guess how much money I got in it? $20. Well, but I'm a mother that lost my kid to the police though. But everybody else will get, all these entities getting paid. And us mothers, when we put our GoFundMe funds out, we can't even raise $700. We can't even raise $1,000. I'll never forget my first event. I rolled $700. Melina Abdullah heard I had a GoFundMe fund out, and she put out a crown rise. She rolls $150,000 in 7 days for pencils and goddamn cardboard. Huh? But I was giving my first Death Angel Versity for my 18-year-old son, and all I could get was $700. They not losing nothing, but they gaining everything. And we just supposed to just go with it. Well, I'm not part of the get along, go along gang. I ain't going with it. They gotta go for real. And anybody that got their same heart and how they agenda and how they moving, all y'all got to get up out of here because we don't need y'all. Let us mothers and fathers figure out what our next move gonna be against this system. Because a lot of y'all work with the police. Let's keep that a buck. Yeah, they y'all friends silently. So you can't help me if you working with the police. When the police was in Akron with the elite families, oh yeah, I was done with this whole fight. I said, dang, niggas fucking with the police now? I don't give a fuck if you X your ass up out of here, bro. I don't do the popo. I don't do the popo. No. Not me. See, I don't like the police globally. I don't like the police that killed my son. I don't like the police that killed none of these people. Because see, I'm pushing for ceasefire, but a lot of y'all don't want them to stop killing us because if they stop killing us, the checks stop. See, everybody want to talk about, oh, let's go for a bill. But why we ain't fighting for the lynching bill that's been sitting on the House and the Senate desk for over 100 years that'll free our black ass? Why we ain't fighting for that? Why ain't nobody on that? Ain't nobody trying to get no laws changed. Not if it's for us. No. We was put on this earth to die. Motherfuckers celebrating 4th of July. Do y'all know about the Emancipation of Proclamation? In 1776, when they took out the pursuit of love, happiness, for all black men, indigenous slaves and women, they been took our rights out the Constitution. We ain't nothing but target practice for these people, bro. And then we won't even stick together to make a difference because you got an ego. How I don't like you and I don't even know you, but the police just killed your kid the same way they killed my kid. How could you be that selfish? How could you let somebody tell you, oh, don't mess with the mothers after the police then killed your kid? Well, the activists can't guide you nowhere but into a hole. That activist finna get paid off you. As soon as they come at you and hashtag you, it's a check coming behind that baby. You better know it. These people in this fight, they don't do nothing for free. It's paid styles on theirs. It's paid styles on theirs. They ain't finna do it for free because they ain't got it in their mindset. If your mindset ain't right, how your heart gonna be right? They thinking about a come up. They ain't thinking about stopping the problem because they part of the problem. Show me one activist movement network or org that then went up to Washington, D.C. and they didn't have a think tank and trying to get some laws and stuff changed. Show me one. I'll wait. I promise you I'll wait. I ain't seen one yet. Al Sharpton went up there with that little fake little George Floyd bill. Bro, you knew that wasn't going to fly. You did that. All you is a humbler. They send Al Sharpton to states to humble the people and they fall for it. He ain't fighting for us. He don't care. But they better know in this fight, all these activist movement networks and orgs, while y'all playing, the pigs don't skip houses. Yeah, you heard me. They don't skip houses. Y'all sad in this fight, bro. And y'all destroying it. For real. And you families destroying it too because y'all part of the get along, go along. Like I said, they putting them coins in y'all pockets and them flights and them t-shirts. But they robbing us all, but y'all get mad at another mother for just shedding some light on this fight, period, something that she's supposed to do. But just because you never did your homework and you didn't know what was going on, y'all all just like when I was in Akron, y'all, these families was in my face in Akron, Ohio, right? I'm talking about the impacted families. They was in my face in Akron, Ohio, so I feel like this me. If I got something to say to you and I'm in your face, I'm going to speak my piece. But you gonna wait till you get all the way back to your state, Kathy Likes, and then get on the phone and get to talking about me to people when I was right in your face. If you had a problem with me, I never did nothing to you. But this how y'all get down? I never tell nobody not to mess with nobody. Why would I do that? And I'm trying to help us all get justice. I'm trying to help us all get accountability. I want the police to cease fire globally. Let us start opening up these cases before y'all start killing a whole bunch of dozens of people a month. Let us get some of these cases open so we can get y'all road cops off the street. We don't even need y'all in our communities. We can police our own communities Because when y'all in our communities, we dying in our communities. And the first thing they holler, oh, we need to stop this black on black crime. Where that shit at? If they got police, community policing in all these states, that means that the police is in the community 24 hours. So you mean to tell me they gonna watch a person come up with a gun and shoot up a whole party and let him walk away and then say they don't know who did it? Because the police is doing it, but people ain't woke though. They gonna blame everything on the people. People ain't got time to kill each other nowadays because the police doing a great job at it and they getting away with it. And guess what? People's complacent with it. This ain't my norm. I got 2 more black sons and 2 more black daughters I got to fight for. I'm in it for the long haul.
Talk about it.
You can accept it or you can reject it, but you gonna respect it though, for sure, for sure. I ain't in y'all class. I'm really fighting for accountability and justice. I want them to get all these road cops off our streets. I want them to cease fire. Y'all ain't talking about that. Y'all talking about who got the bag. Oh, I gotta go to a hurricane to get to the top to get to the bag. Yeah, I'll risk losing my life for the bag. Not me. It's bigger than the bag. And then when y'all get the bag, y'all don't even do nothing with it. Y'all don't have no kind of foundation to where you can make that bag do what it do. You don't even throw nothing back in the fight. And ain't nobody asking you for no money, but dang, if you're trying to fight, you got to have tools, right? I asked these families 5 years ago, I said, hey, y'all, let's start an account. Let every family pay $10 dues a month. I said that way, when the family get ready to give an event and they ain't got the money, we can give them the money out the account, and whatever they get on the back end, they throw it back in the account. We didn't need nobody help. We could have helped each other. It's too many of us. But oh no, I'm part of the separation and division. No, I'm trying to bring us together like butt cheeks. But I see a lot of y'all like to be wide open. Y'all like to bend over and take one because that's what y'all doing. But you can't take one for the team when you ain't talking to the team about your moves. See, this just not about your kid, not about my kid. It's about all our children, all our family members. It's about all of us. So you can't just make a move and think that you can speak for everybody and you ain't even telling nobody your moves. Especially when you messing with Black Lives Matter and we know they paying you to move how you move and you ain't even looking at the big picture that you part of the separation and division.
Let me set you up. I'm gonna cut you off for a minute, Mama, because I want to ask you. I honestly want to ask you a question because we brought up some names, but we haven't brought up some certain things because there's been certain activists or activists who have been, we've heard in court hearings, who have used cocaine. Right, Cortez Rice. That's public information. That's I'm not gonna sit there and dodge or hide that. That's public information. But we sit here or we see stuff like Terry Willis. I don't know if you remember Terry Willis.
Mm-hmm.
He walked from Huntsville, Alabama to Minneapolis, Minnesota for George Floyd.
Is that the one that wasn't he a president of one of them organizations out there?
I don't know what he was exactly down there.
I think he was, because when I did my research on that, I think he was one of the presidents that said he had got like 100,000 when George Floyd got killed so far, but he couldn't tell you the new tally because they were still getting donations.
Right, getting donations.
Uh-huh.
Right. And
all these people was getting paid.
Right, and that's the one thing that bugs me because it's even like now they say, I see actually know, and it's crazy. I'm gonna bring this up because there's actually an activist, and I'm going to call him an activist, in Minneapolis. He claims he's from Minneapolis, but he actually lives in Maple Grove, that George changed the world. And I want to actually know, because that bugs me when people say that now. Because there was a point, at one point I said that. I chanted that. But now that I sit there and I hear that, it bugs me because what did George really change? Because
nothing.
We're having more deaths.
No, he didn't change nothing. What he did was show America how dumb us niggas was. They gave that man 5 funerals. They portrayed him to state for what? That's why I said for his family to allow something like that, to me, that was total disrespect, bro. We gonna have one funeral for my loved one and all that y'all trying to get clout and make it seem like this what we do. When that start happening? George Floyd didn't stimulate nothing because guess what? Benjamin Crump got on TV and said when they gave him the 27 million, that is how you get justice. Is it?
Right.
Benjamin Crump, you the attorney of America, but who made you the attorney of America?
Damn, America. I like that.
Who made you the attorney of America? Because you're not winning no cases. You just trying to get the bag so you can buy you another jet.
Right.
Huh? You ain't trying to get no police is prosecuted. You ain't trying to get no laws changed, bro. Y'all got a whole little connection in this fight that y'all just going up and down the coast, jumping on these fights and trying to see which one of them y'all can get the most money out of. And then y'all want to tell people how to walk, talk. I mean, I don't get that. Like, damn, we just lost our children. We just lost our husbands. We just lost our cousins. And you want us to go in here and talk nice to the predators? You want us to be nice to the killers? Nah, you be nice to them. I ain't finna be nice to them. They wasn't nice to my son when they shot them 70 shots. They sure wasn't. And the killer admitted to shooting 40 shots out his volley. So that means he reloaded. He reloaded. He emptied the first clip, reloaded again, emptied that one, and reloaded again, and emptied 6 out the last clip. Yeah, that part. He admitted it. He didn't even know my son. Ain't never met my son in his life. He was cocky. I shot 40 shots out my volley. Yeah. And I'm finna shoot 40 shots out my mouth. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I can't wait till November the 6th. Yeah, y'all thought I was gonna die and I was going somewhere like a lot of these families prayed on my downfall, but you could pray all day long, bro. I keep telling y'all, Satan don't give blessings. He caused havoc. I don't know who y'all praying to, but it ain't the God I serve. That's for sure. That's for sure. And it's sad to see how this fight just swindled to just a money bag. Ain't nobody trying to get no justice. I'm trying to stop the next family to have to go through what I went through, with all of us going through that lost our kids. I don't want it to keep being more names and more names, because in a minute, we're going to be extinct. Everybody going to be on the streets fighting. When if us mothers and fathers will stop the bullshit and just come together as one, we could put a stop to it. Because they just seen everybody in their face but us mothers and fathers together. And why we can't do it? I don't know you, you don't know me, but you mad at me because the next mother said something that I did to her, and I ain't even did nothing to her, but just because she said it, her mouth is a Bible. Her mouth is a Bible, so if she tell you something, y'all all in the 6th grade. Get out of my fight, elementary students. If y'all don't want to fight, we ain't mad at y'all for not wanting to fight, but stop being messy in the fight. Stop trying to cause a separation and division. If you ain't a warrior, you ain't trying to be on the front line for your kid, we ain't mad at you. But stop taking these this dirty money and shutting us out so that we can't put our boots on the ground and fight for our kids, though. When y'all got whatever y'all got for y'all kids, none of the people in the fight was in y'all way. When it was y'all time and all this shit happened, nobody was in y'all way. So why y'all in our way? Why y'all don't want to see us get what we supposed to get for our dead children, our dead husbands, our dead wives, our dead cousins, but only just y'all? And then y'all want us to look up to y'all for what? You ain't doing nothing. I ain't finna look up to a nothing, period. I'm not finna look up to you and you ain't doing nothing, but I see you mess with these families over here, but you don't mess with these families over here. You snatching these families over here, but you leaving these families over here out. Come on now. And this type of fight is too much messiness that we don't need. We don't need to be separated and divided. We need to come together like butt cheeks. My death ain't greater than your death. We all on the same level. It's just different law enforcement agencies that killed our kid, bro, period. I'm talking about the mothers and fathers and loved ones that actually lost their kids to the police. Not the ones that just want to be in this fight because they know it's money involved. That money don't mean nothing. That money ain't going to bring your kid back. That money ain't, you still going to cry like me. You still going to have your good days and your bad days. So that money ain't going to do nothing but make you worse than the person that you already was, period. Period. Because you ain't gonna help nobody. You ain't gonna help nobody when you get the money. You feel me? You ain't gonna help nobody. Why would you? Y'all selfish in this fight. I told you. All of you or none of you. No, it's all of us or none of us. And if you ain't with that, go on, sit down. Your fight is over. Sit down. Go on, just sit on down. We ain't mad at you. And when we start getting these victories, we invite you to the victory party. But we don't need you on the forefront because you're not fighting for all of us. You're not even fighting for yourself. Go on some of their pages. I bet you won't see fuck 12 on it. How much you want to bet? I bet you ain't going to see it on their page. And you'll be like, dang, didn't the police kill her kid? Didn't the police kill her cousin? You're not going to see it because guess what? They fucking with 12.
You know what's crazy is I want to bring up a very good point because there was a press conference after Amir Locke, and I just posted some stuff that Amir Locke's father wrote an opinion piece in the Star Tribune, and I posted the article in the on the live. But one thing, there was a press conference, and then you had some activists they interrupted it. Nakima.
Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Black Lives Matter.
And that's my point of it is because literally during that press conference, they let Nakima talk, but the minute other families and activists wanted to come up and talk, then it was police shut it down. It was like, oh, we gotta go. Right. So for me, that was all theatrics, nothing else more than for a piece that to give politicians and other people to run off of what a narrative to say, look at, we went up there and we fought for our people and we shut down the meeting, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And it's like, wait, hold on. What are you talking about? It's even like with these lawsuits with, we see in Minneapolis right now, you see so many organizations and activists that weren't on the front lines, but getting paid like they were on the front lines. And that bugs the hell out of me. Because it's like, how do people sit here and we stand for this shit and people get mad at us, people like Lisa, people like John Tale, people like Kim, because we're out here, we're telling y'all the truth. And instead of looking at it for what the shit really is, you would rather just look at you guys are just drama, you're problem starters. No, if that's what the truth is, then fucking call me a problem starter because I'll keep on telling the truth.
Yeah, you supposed to. That's the problem. See, they don't get it though. You know, a lie. Oh, they'll tell a lie a million miles away, but the truth, it won't even sell. It don't even sell on TV.
Right.
You feel me? So I just look at it and I'll be like, dang, like I just never when I was younger, I never thought that black people get down how these black people get down. You feel me? I just looked at it and
in the streets. I could have stayed selling my weed.
Yep.
Doing what I was doing, because I'll tell you right now, politics ain't got shit on the streets. This shit is snakes everywhere. You got snakes everywhere, and all them snakes fucking bite.
Yep. And they got poisonous venom. They good at that. They hissing. They don't say hello no more. They hiss when they see you. Right. But it's just sad that this the part that killed me out, that I just been thinking a lot. I said, now, okay, so you an activist, right? So you go in a community, somebody get killed in this community, but you tell your ass to that community, you ain't even from that community. So first off, how do you know what that community need? Right. You're not even from that community. You just popped up on the scene because you heard it was a death in that community. Right. So then you go over there, now you the advocate for this community. So now these people thinking that you really trying to do something for the community. So you get all this money. Yep. And you don't even know the needs of the community. You don't even sit and talk to the people of the community and ask them what they want, because it ain't what they want, it's what you trying to receive. But you're going to use the community to make your pockets fat. Won't you go to the community you live in and get paid off them people?
A real revolutionary comes to a community and asks what you need. How can I help you? How can I be of service? I'm here in solidarity. Exactly. How can I assist? If you ain't doing it, I'm gonna look at you real funny, like, what the fuck you here for? And if you collecting something, really what you here for is what you just stated. I hate that.
And this another thing. So these families will know, and all these people in this fight to know, they tell you in order for you to get donations for anybody to help you, you got to have a 501(c), right?
Right.
That's a lie. Black Lives Matter didn't have no 501(c). They was funneling their money through LA Can, and he a small little entity. He had a 501(c), and they made him their fiscal sponsor and gave him 15 to 20% of everything he was funneling into his 501(c). So when these big corporations tell you got to have a 501(c), no, you don't. Guess why? Because they part of the problem too. Right. They funding the police, and they ain't gonna fund us mothers and fathers because they paying the police to kill us, huh? This ain't a country, this a corporation. Y'all better understand that. Y'all better understand that, huh? Yeah, they protecting they interests, which is a corporation. We ain't nothing. We ain't even citizens, huh?
Right.
We ain't got no rights. Yeah. How you better look at it. The reason why they killed Malcolm X, because he was asking for human rights. Because we ain't got none. First, they wasn't messing with Martin Luther King like that. They threw rocks at him and all that because he was talking about civil rights. Soon as that man started talking about human rights,
that part,
he was next on the list to check out.
People don't want to talk about that.
What is Al Sharpton talking about? Since he's supposed to be a leader, what is he talking about for us?
Not a damn thing.
Nothing. Exactly. He over there talking with him like, how many of y'all gonna kill this month? Right. Yeah, I'll go out there and shut the people down. Just do what you got to do, huh? He already knew not to come to They already know not to come to Los Angeles and try to talk to me, because I'm gonna kick them square root in their ass with these size 12s I got on my ankles. Get your ass up out of here, nigga. Get gone. I know you wired, so get your ass up out of here.
Right. Talk about it.
It's sad how these entities is getting all this money. And they don't even know none of these families. They don't know the children. Where was y'all at before these kids got killed, since y'all supposed to be a part of the community? Where was y'all at trying to save the community before these children got killed, before these men got killed, before these women? Where was y'all at? You was doing your own thing and you wasn't worried about it. As soon as somebody whispered in your ear and said, hey, it's millions over there, you better jump on that side, y'all jump. And put it on y'all Facebook pages as you started a new job, like you actually put in an application and you had an interview and all that.
Right. You ain't never lied, though. You ain't never lied. That's the crazy part. You ain't never lied.
And then to get an attitude and say, we out here on the streets. Who asked you to come? Who asked you to come outside? Who asked you to come outside? No goddamn body. So what you out here for? Yeah, you out here in these streets collecting money. You ain't out here in these streets changing laws, making bills, making sure that these men, women, and children are safe in these neighborhoods. You bought mansions, not in Los Angeles. You bought mansions in the rich neighborhoods. Huh? You got a big old ass German Shepherd dog in your mansion that you bought, and Melina Abdullah had the dusty to say, "Oh, I didn't know that they owned that mansion." So you just in somebody's house with champagne and hidden glasses. Well, get up out of here, you crook.
Right. That's what I don't even understand it, because literally they start these nonprofits for profit for the simple fact of the way that I look at it as a pyramid scheme. Because they sit there and they take the people that they know they can control, and they throw all that money at them, and they throw them you don't need to be a 501(c)(3) yet. I'll be your fiscal sponsor. That's why it's so hard to find the money, because you got foundations like the Minneapolis Foundation. You have, I follow the money. I'm one of them that understands the Freedom of Information Act. I know how to look at a 990 form.
Right,
so
you smart. That's because you smart.
Right. So they sit there and they want to, like Al Sharpton. I know that his donations, that his NAN organization pays for his housing every year, pays for his travel expenses. The same thing with Ben. The same thing with Nikema. Why you think? But when this all started, she lived on Lindale over north. Now she out in the boonies. She out in California. She got an address in Washington D.C. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the same thing.
Right.
Zoya, you need to go back and listen. I'm not the only one out here spitting these truths. There's impacted families that are out here saying the same shit I've been trying to tell Minneapolis, Minnesota for 2 years. The same shit Marcus has been trying to say for the last 2 years, and yet we get shitted on. We get shitted on while y'all up there lift up the Tashiras, while y'all up there lift up the crackheads like Trahan Cruz. Yeah, man, like, I'm so tired of it.
That's crazy.
We literally have a black man that runs BLM Minnesota, and him and his girl get into it. They post a video of him. She posted a video of him smoking meth and crack, and yet he's supposed to be a leader for black people. He's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you're under reparations. Like, yeah, and that's why when certain people associate themselves with them, like Chantel Allen, I can't fuck with people like that, because if you can literally fuck with somebody like that and you're not calling them out, you're just as bogus as they are.
Like them, bro.
That's exactly how I feel. You're complicit.
They just not gonna tell you. You call them flint stragglers. They trying to burn the candle on both ends, bro. They messing with them because they giving them the coins, but they know you real and you telling the truth. So I call them spies, bro. They trying to get your knowledge to take back to the crook.
One thing.
Of course, Cam.
First off, we just got that fabulous news from Mama Lisa that she is heading back to court after 7 years of fighting.
Right.
So that's really something to be commended for, especially from someone newer in the fight. Also, so we have her going back to court in November. You might have heard where Jalen Walker's family filed federal charges in federal civil court. You won't hear that there was a family for Muhammad, that other guy, that were already in federal court with charges. So that right now, our cases are almost in the same spot. They've filed charges. I've been through deposition and discovery. Okay. Now we are in a point with Muhammad's case at the federal court with what's called summary judgment. Mm-hmm. And this is something that I wanted to address because it happens to a lot of us families. It is another roadblock that they throw up in federal cases and civil cases. It's basically a gnarly way of trying to get the case thrown out. And that's where I'm at in Muhammad's case right now. The defense has filed for summary judgment, asking the judge to have Muhammad's case thrown out. We had 30 days to respond. My lawyer did respond. And then they have 2 weeks for rebuttal. And then the judge ends up getting up to a year to decide if he's going to grant their motion and throw the case out, or if he's going to say no and keep the case going. So we have 2 cases right here between Richard Risher and Muhammad Isafan that are in the dogfight right now.
Let's go.
So, and I even talked to the Akron Beacon Journal editor himself, Mr. Shearer, and when we filed charges, and he said, "Oh, we don't run any stories when families file charges against the APD." But the minute that Jalen Walker's family filed charges, and then they even went as far as, we need to specify federal charges, not just regular, federal. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, old news. Welcome to my world. So, let's keep those court dates or those court proceedings in mind, because that's big time. Lisa and I are in the dogfight of our life right now. And even though we're not well liked, we still fight. Even though it's the fight for our loved ones, we still fight for all the other ones too. Because whether their families are messed up or not, or whether the organizations they align with or not are messed up, it's not their fault. And they still need to be honored. They should all still be with us here. So we also, we need to people focus on what's now. Jalen is right now in Akron. But in the meantime, the cops are laughing at us because we're not focusing on the bigger picture. We have a history of murder in Akron and all these other cities. But people only want to focus on one. We got to look at the bigger picture here. And then also qualified immunity, which is a whole other discussion.
But see, Kim,
I just wanted to raise that, Lisa and I are not has-beens.
I'm looking at the comments. Who got justice? Who got justice? Did anybody get justice?
No.
Well, see, and this is where Lisa really impressed me when I was fresh in this fight. I actually met Lisa in Columbus, Ohio, and it was the first time I ever got up in front of people and spoke on Muhammad at an event. And she said it best, and I'll repeat her words because I've remembered them to this day. She really moved me as a person fresh in this fight, and that's why I've stuck with her. But she says, none of us are ever going to get justice. Right. None of us are, because justice would only mean that we got our loved ones back. That's never going to happen.
They gone.
So, this is what we are left with. This is the life that we are left to lead. Yep. And there's only 2 ways to go: sit down, shut up, or fight and get hung out to dry.
Mhm.
So Lisa's case and my case are at the forefront right now. Everybody needs to be paying attention to these that are actually in the court system.
Now I'll say that right there because Osozo Queen said, "Open your eyes, we moving," and you kind of just said that. So like, but I think y'all looking at two different things here.
See, and it is because Minneapolis and Minnesota, we're not moving anywhere but behind. I don't know where. I'm going to tell you right now, we're not moving anywhere but behind in Minnesota. For anybody to come out there and say that we're making any change in Minnesota, please stop lying to yourself, because all you're doing, our leaders are lying to us. No, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong, because how is it that a DOJ report comes out, right, that literally blames Minneapolis police leadership, and yet a week later they're getting raises?
That part.
Hold up. This is what I also be hearing, y'all, is that because of the fact that Minneapolis had burnt the city down and everything else, they felt like George Floyd got justice.
No.
Or whatnot.
No.
And then on top of that, it's still police killings in Minneapolis from
exactly.
You talk about
exactly. So where the justice at? Because at his trial, how many people they killed?
Out here still killing us and killing our kids. And that's why I was saying to you, Lisa, and I really do admire you. I do look up at you as, like how Miss Kim does, because of the fact that, I could have lost my son. I could have been in this fight right along with you guys, but thank God I was there.
Exactly.
But my brother was beaten by East Cleveland police when he was 18 years old. So I could have been still once again into this fight with you guys, but God said otherwise. But my brother still suffers from that beating because he has seizures. Seizures don't run in our family like that.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
deep.
So at the end of the day, the officer that had beat him with the other three officers, because one of them was black. It's not always these white officers. They're black too.
Hold on.
So
Tim Christopher brings up a really good point. The system will never change. Too much money. We built the system of capitalism, and we're disproportionately getting affected by it and being shut out and left out. How is it to ever change? And we're not holding ourselves accountable to enact any change, like we talked about on the previous episode earlier with Jamal and about gun violence. It starts with us. And this is how it starts. We have these conversations where we hold each other accountable, right?
Well, who is Uzi? Who is Uzi?
No, see, let me explain something, because who Ozone Queen is, her name is Zoya Code, and we could have stopped George Floyd from happening. We could have stopped Derek Chauvin, because if people would have listened to this queen, and I'm gonna call her a queen because she's still my sister, and there is so much bullshit in Minneapolis.
She said we suck.
Right.
She said she got us, I got y'all, so she ain't too much of a queen.
Right.
But
I'm gonna
cool,
because
come to Cali and say it in my face though. Ha! I bet you won't. I'll pay for your flight. That part.
See, she's saying y'all stuck on putting other black folks down, and perception is everything. Perception is everything, because I can still love you as my people. I love all humans, but at the same time, I'm gonna hold myself to fault and hold you fault, because I am you and you are me. And what you go through is affecting me in some way, form, or fashion. So at the end of the day, I gotta hold you accountable the same way I'm holding myself accountable. That's what it's about, boo. That's what we're talking about. We can't move forward until we all assess what is going on here.
Hello, say it again. We can't move forward until we assess what the problem is, because a lot of y'all in this fight don't know what the problem is, because y'all think the problem is a bag. The problem ain't a bag. We tired of losing our men, women, and children to United States of America, and you activists is repping benefits off our dead men, women, and children globally.
All I got to say is I've never attacked anybody. Oh, sorry.
No,
go get you a job.
Because that's part of the problem is when people they get like this, we
you messy. You messy, queen. You messy. You must be getting a check. You must be getting a check. That's why you so mad.
Yeah, they just
what's your figures in your bank account?
They can't quite understand the flames, maybe, or they don't like the approach or the delivery.
No, she getting a check.
As I said earlier, but never, ever have I attacked anybody in this fight or excluded anybody in this fight because I know what it's like. You know, I bring a totally different element to this fight because I happen to be a white woman with Black and Italian in my family, and I'm fighting for an Arab, which is one of the most hated races in this country.
That part. They don't know what to do with you. They don't know where to put you. You don't fit the mold or the frame, so they throw you to the side. They cast you out. They don't want you a part of the narrative because they don't know what to do with you. You don't fit the mold. Period.
Yeah, and Kim just spoke some true facts about Islam or whatnot, because I used to practice that religion as well, and I always got mistaken as an Arab. I got discriminated because of the fact that
girl, go find you something to do. Ain't nobody asking you to be a punk. Go sit down and knit up a blanket or something. Cause you coming on here with the negativity because we telling the truth. The truth hurts. Get over it. Bye.
See, that's the part that hurts me because it's not even the fact that we're telling the truth. It's the fact that we're going at their favorite act, their idols. We're going at the Nakimas. We brought up the Jacob Blakes. We brought up the Cortez Rices. We bringing up the big old names that these people love and that they worship. That's
when all these people with these big old names gonna act like they somebody and stand in front of these bullets so they can stop killing us worldwide.
Talk about
because I don't care how mad she is. I want her to go to the nearest cape store. I don't want her to be big mad. I want her to go to the nearest cape store and put a cape around her neck and be super mad.
But
period. You mad because we telling the truth because y'all getting paid off our pain. Period. That's what it is. That's why everybody say we can't get no changes because there's too much money out there. Right. And y'all ain't doing the right thing with the money. Y'all not helping the people. Y'all not helping the communities. Y'all not helping us mothers and fathers. The reason why y'all got in this fight and as loved ones, y'all are helping yourselves and the people that y'all hang with. Is that fair to us? No. Now, when they kill your kid, then you supposed to get paid off your loved one. Right. But you getting paid off of people, loved ones that you don't even know. And you feel like you got a job and you feel like you're doing a great thing out here in the streets. But they just killed somebody yesterday. So where you at?
Right.
Mr. Great, Mrs. Great, where y'all at?
Right.
Get out of here, bro. She better miss me. For real. Because if they was doing their job, Katie Wright's son wouldn't have got killed.
Talk about it.
If they was doing their job in Minneapolis, Minnesota, since you got so much to say, sweet, if you was doing your job, Katie Wright's son wouldn't have got killed. He'll be here today. You wasn't doing your job. You didn't have your boots on the ground. You had your boots in a pedicure bowl, getting your toes done, sweetie.
Would still be
you ain't about this fight. You ain't about this life, because guess what? You ain't lost nothing. So you don't even know what we feel like. You only can think about how we feel. You don't know what our everydays is like. You don't know what our Monday through Sundays is like because you don't know nothing about it, because guess what? Your kid got killed. The police killed your kid. Police killed your loved one. You know what it's like to get out here and have to fight by yourself with no help, and you watching all these network movements and orgs getting their bellies fat, driving new cars, big houses, mansions, and all that. And you like, dang, but my son is dead, or my daughter is dead, or my loved one is dead, and I can't get no help, but y'all getting all the help. Get up out of here. Y'all want us to keep dying so y'all can keep getting them fat paychecks, but not on my watch. Y'all all gotta go. Kick rocks. We don't need y'all.
Talk about it.
Kick rocks. That part. Kick rocks. And when you're talking and y'all think y'all so tough and y'all bad because y'all got all that money, on your way out the door, drop that damn bag because it don't belong to you anyway. Drop the bag because it don't belong to you. We trying to get justice and accountability in this police terrorism fight. We ain't trying to get paid. We trying to get justice and accountability.
Talk about
My sister Chantel Brooks is on here. Her son was, 15 years old? The youngest kid to get killed in Chicago before the Toledo kid got killed a couple years ago. And she didn't get no help. She didn't get no help, but you want to get on here, lady, and talk about, oh, I got her, I got him. No, get yourself. Get your mind right, baby. Your mind ain't right, honey. You in the wrong profession. This ain't the profession that you need to be in. Because you getting paid off a dead corpse that you never met. Sit down somewhere, sweetie. We don't need you in our fight. You got enough money, go on about your business, but drop that bag on your way out of here. I ain't finna play with these people. My name is Lisa Simpson, the mother of Richard Risher. Look me up. I ain't scared of none of y'all. Y'all don't scare me. That money that y'all got, y'all ain't got enough. God said no weapon formed against me ain't gonna prosper and ain't want to prosper yet. Y'all can try. You can try. You can send whoever you want to send. You better send them equipped. You better send them equipped, because guess who I'm mad at? I'm mad at the police that killed my son. That's who I'm mad at. I'm mad at the police that killed my son. I'm upset at these mothers and fathers, how they moving in these fights. I don't care about you activist movement networks and org, a lot of y'all, because y'all ain't doing nothing anyway but causing a lot of separation and division. That's what y'all doing, because see, that's how y'all keep y'all money flow. We can't all be together, because if we all together and we put our minds together and start thinking like, hold up, we the ones losing our kids. We the ones with our boots on the ground, but all these other people's getting all these fat checks. They ain't even trying to help you or none of that. You homeless, you just homeless. You hungry, you just hungry. If you ain't one of their picks, then you don't get nothing. How can you pick and choose when we are dying out on these streets? As of today in Los Angeles, California, 2023, we already almost up to 50 kills this year. Huh? Yeah. You think any activists in Los Angeles trying to stand with these families but a few? No, because they're going to get on the plane and they're going to go to the titles. What's a title when you ain't putting no work with it? You ain't putting in no work. So your title don't mean nothing. Your title don't mean nothing to me. You should give them that title back, because why would you want a title and they killed your kid and 10 times out of 10, the police still working? Who getting justice? Where justice at? Who got justice? Tell me where justice at. I asked y'all for guidance instruction when I got in this fight.
Where is the justice? Because we literally see it where officers, they're not charged. They might be suspended with pay.
Oh, they are suspended with pay.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But then they come back and then they're given promotions. They're given raises. How the hell is that justice? And then they're turned into field training officers. Yeah.
And then they get to retire and get their pension. But our kids dead.
They get to retire
and get their pension. Come on now. But we the ones that got a problem though. And you know what? This is what killed me about this police brutality shit. I got a question.
Yeah.
So in 98% of these cases, these people is running away from the police, right?
Right.
So I just want to know, what's the fear guideline of somebody back? You scared of they back? Because you can't see their face to see if they angry. You can't see their face to see if they happy. You can't see their face to see if they got any aggression. You shoot them in the back. So what they back got to do? That you were scared of they back? Oh, they got a big back. Let me bust it.
You know, you make a very good point, because they always want to bring up that threat that they were scared, and then that qualified immunity protects them. And there's something that in the past week that after listening to you talked about was the life of
the defensive life doctrine.
Yes,
defensive life doctrine. See, they got to use that with the I fear for my life. But see, people don't pay attention to me. In the defensive life doctrine, they can save every other race but the black race.
Right.
Period. They can shoot us and kill us in such egregious way, and it's okay because it's in the defensive life doctrine. And people be like, "What you talking about?" It's in the Constitution, the defensive life doctrine. That's how they push the I fear my life. How you fearing of your life? I got a job for these police officers that work at all these police stations globally.
People don't take a look at that though. Why is it every single time the cop says I fear for my life? Come on now. It's hundreds of thousands of times and y'all ain't made the connection yet.
No.
And
that's because
that one. Yep.
That's because they starting to make this our norm. Every time you look on TV, they done kill somebody else. You can't even grieve for one person before they done kill 5 or 6 more people. Right. So now you like, damn, they done kill 5 or 6 more people. Come on now, it's terrible. When I say it's terrible how these people is moving in this fight. But we can really make an impact and make some changes and make some noises, bro. We ain't doing nothing but getting the bag. Ain't nobody trying to push nothing. Ain't nobody trying to bring nothing together. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing that's going to be beneficial for all of us so we can stop these police from killing us globally. Ain't nobody, everybody like, oh yeah, well, no, You as soon as they give you that bag, you ain't caring about nobody dying. It's all about the bag. Hey, you ain't talking about that case no more. Oh no. See, we're gonna go over here. Cause this case, they had 50 cameras out here. In this case right here, this is gonna be a big one. We're gonna get some millions off of this one. Damn, y'all serious? Wow. And people be saying why we can't get ahead, why we can't get nowhere in this fight. Where we going? Where we going? When you got everybody with their hand in the cookie jar, where we going? Ain't gonna be no cookies left in a minute. But people get mad when you tell the truth, though. They don't want to hear the truth. They want you to say, oh, Black Lives Matter is the best, and they take care of all these families. They feeding the community. They housing families that's homeless. No, they not. They housing themselves. They feeding themselves. Their kids is going to college off our dead men, women, and children. They going to big top colleges that they didn't get no scholarship for, but they got the money to pay for it. They got the money to pay for it. And we as family members, we going for the fried ice cream in the snow. It's melting all in our hands. And we like, can I get a triple scoop? You don't even get to taste the first scoop, but you asked for a triple scoop. And these people that you dealing with, they only paying you crumbs. See, they getting paid millions and they going to give you coins. They not going to even give you hundreds. Because if they give you too much, you might get a little too cocky and start asking for more money. So they give you, they give you kibbles and bits. They throw you a little bit. They throw you a little bit and say, here go a little bit of money. Now this is what I want you to do. I don't want you to mess with that family, that family, and I'm gonna throw you a little more the next time. Then they throw you a little bit more the next time. Okay, so now I got you right there. I need you to get this here, this, and this family, bring them on our team and tell them don't mess with this, that, and third family. I'm gonna throw you a little bit more the next time. Okay, so they kibble and bitten you, but they got big mansions. You live in an apartment. They eating filet mignon every night. You eating a bologna sandwich with no bread. You just eating some bologna in your hand, huh? They going everywhere. They got the spotlight off your dead kid because they told you to be quiet, and they gonna fight for you. But they putting the narrative out about your kid that they ain't never even met. So how could they speak for you? How could they speak for your dead loved one and they don't even know him in the flesh? It's no way. I don't need you to speak for me. I need you to get your ass behind me or get in front of me to protect me from these people. See, I wrote a song about this fight and I ain't put it out yet. But yeah, it's gonna set the tone. Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's gonna set the tone. Ring the alarms. Where my Malcolms and my Marcus and my Martin? It's say go. Ring the alarms. Where my Malcolms and my Martins and my Marcus Garveys? Where my Harriet Tubmans? That's supposed to guard me. Yeah. Where they at? Because we ain't got none out here. That's why I said ring the alarms. Where my where my Malcolms and my Martins and my Marcus Garveys? Where my Harriet Tubmans? That ain't scared to guard me. Y'all ain't fighting for us. Y'all fighting for more of us to die. How many funerals do y'all want to attend a year? Huh? Y'all got all that money and y'all ain't putting that money to no use at all. Y'all conniving, y'all thieves, y'all manipulators, y'all infiltrators, y'all agent provocateurs. Y'all want to make death political? Well, my son death ain't political. I ain't finna play with y'all because I ain't heard no political realm talk about these killings of these men, women, and children. Oh yeah, I hear them talk about the killing. I hear them talk about mass shootings. Every other week they talk about mass shootings, but I ain't heard them talking about the killings of the masses though. I ain't heard about that yet. See, that's hush hush. The killing of the masses is hush hush, but the mass shootings is worldwide because 9 times out of 10, the mass shooter is one of their clones. They sending them out there to do these mass shootings. Come on now. And if you do a good job, you get to live and go to Burger King, huh? Huh? Talk to me. You get to go to jail, but you got a crowd rise for damn near $3 million because you get to choke a nigga out on the train for saying he don't like America. Talk to me. Because your daddy was a top official in New York court system. You didn't even get arrested. They let you sit out on the streets for almost 3 weeks before the people had to tear New York up before they took your ass to jail for stone cold murder. The only thing the man didn't do nothing wrong. Only thing he did was threw his jacket on the ground. It was his jacket though. You didn't come up to that man face to face. You came up from him from the behind and put him in a guillotine chokehold for 15 minutes. And the other passengers helped you kill this man. And you was able to walk off the train. Like it wasn't nothing.
Nothing.
And it wasn't no outroar behind that. It wasn't no outroar behind that. No. Oh, no. He deserved it because he was homeless. And he was hungry.
Right.
And so you dying because you hungry now? Yeah.
That part. Yep.
Okay. I hear you. I just don't feel you.
I mean, literally, that's what we shit. That's what we're led to believe. Our lives ain't worth shit. But a few dollars to after we're dead, after they shit on us, after they demonize us, all for the simple fact that we died and we shouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't understand of, like, you know, you have certain like Republicans and, you know, Democrats that sit there and will use this as election talking
campaign ad.
Right, campaign ads, right. And that bugs me because it's like they use these names, but yet once that legislative session is passed and that bill that they didn't get passed through, they just leave it there. You know, we couldn't get it through. Well, that doesn't mean that you just leave it there.
Yes, it
It's
do.
always the next year.
No, see, this is what you got. This is what everybody failed to realize, bro. Okay. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? They tried to. They like I said, America don't throw no rock and hide their hands. They throw the rock and look at you and say, "Yeah, I did it." So when Donald Trump became the president, see, that's why I be saying that it ain't a lot of smart people in this world, and they ain't got a fifth of the five senses that God gave them, because they got on the news and they told you that it's 543 people that put this president and to put the presidents in office. The popular votes is the people votes. They don't even count. But everybody keep going to the polls. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to the poll. We're gonna stand behind Buckeye Rogers because he gonna bring some changes. Oh, he in the neighborhood talk about vote for me and everything gonna be free. Soon as Buckeye Rogers get in that position that he didn't work all his life for, to go to this school, that school, to get to where he got, Buckeye Rogers don't know you no more. You never get to talk to him no more. You talk to the secretary. So if you putting these people in office and they telling you they finna do this shit, make them stand on it. Make them stand on it. They don't make them stand on it because Buckeye Rogers is Jesus. Mm-hmm. They like to listen to man, and God keep telling you he gonna leave and forsake you, huh?
Right.
He leads you to them goddamn polls and forsake you once you scratch on his name, and he win. He don't know you no more. He don't come to the community no more, but you put him in office. So if you put him in office, the same way y'all be putting him in office, get him out of office. Don't nobody want to do the footwork though, because they done seen all these other families that's thinking that they glistening in gold. Ain't no famous people in this fight. Ain't no stars in this fight. None of that. None of that. They say I'm trying to be famous. I laugh because I was trying to be famous in 1995 when they dropped my album in 14 states and overseas, because I am Lisa Lee Lady Terrorist. Huh? That's when I was trying to be famous. But when they killed my son, it's no fame in that. It's no fame in that. I'm trying to stop the machine, but a lot of y'all keep gassing the machine up. I'm trying to figure out where y'all getting the fuel from so I can burn that bitch down. Huh? Y'all better wake up, because in a minute we ain't gonna be here no more while y'all keep letting all this goofy shit go on in this fight, bro. And it ain't nothing wrong with you saying something. When you see something wrong, say something. Because sometimes if you don't say nothing to a person, they think they doing everything correct, because ain't nobody calling them out on the shit that they doing. You know what it's called? Constructive criticism. But see, y'all can't say nothing to some of these people, because a lot of people can't accept constructive criticism. I can, because it's going to make me a better woman than I'm already am. Like my grandmama said, when people give you constructive criticism, you take the good shit and you flush the bad shit. You ain't never too old to attain knowledge. You ain't never too old to be checked about something that you're doing that's not right. And if you a real individual, you should be able to sit down and talk to somebody. And if it's something that you're doing wrong, like the Bible say, if more than one person tell you the same thing that you're doing wrong, check yourself.
Right.
Check yourself, because look, you out here getting money off these dead kids. Okay, you think this a job? It's not. And then you on TV, you lying to the consumers that's giving you this money and telling them that these for these families, and these families never reciprocate a penny, not one penny. Melina Abdullah didn't even come to my son's funeral, y'all. My son was already buried and dead in the wall 18 days before I did this interview with Jill Stein and Black Lives Matter. I didn't need their help. The funeral home don't say that, oh, you could give us a little money and make payments. No, they want all their money when you burying your loved one. I didn't need their help. I didn't ask them people for no money. I didn't ask them people to ask for no money and it could go in all their social sites and none of the sites had my name on it because I wasn't their friend on none of their sites. I was never part of Black Lives Matter. Ever since my son got killed, I said, I am Richard Risher. I'm part of the Richard Risher Foundation. I never claimed that entity because I never knew the people. I met them by accident when I did my second march. And when her peoples down there told her it's a mother down there fighting, she told them they couldn't come down there because they was doing their own action. And the people came anyway and asked me to come sleep out on the streets with these goofies. And they kicked me out there encampment because she worked for City Hall for 21 years in Los Angeles, California. And I was asking the people that was coming out of City Hall how they can go to work every day. And Los Angeles Police Department is killing all these men, women, and children. She said I made them look like terrorists. And a punk ass Black Lives Matter shirt they gave me, if I was gonna keep fighting the way I was fighting, I had to take my shirt off and move down the street. And any Black Lives Matter members that wanted to fight that I was fighting had to take their shirt off and move down the street too. I didn't know nothing about no money until 2 days before the 2-year death of my son. She was downtown Los Angeles speaking my son's name. That's when one of my comrades called me and said, hey, did you get that money that Black Lives Matter rose for your son's death? Because I don't come to funerals. He said, I donated cash. I didn't go to their sites. I just walked up to him and gave him some money. It wasn't much. I said, what money? He said, oh, it's a video. So I go look on, he give me the statue. I go on YouTube and look at it. I said, wow. Wow. And Jill Stein, you use that as your campaign ad? And I got at you and you ain't say nothing, but yeah, you really upset because they killing us. No, you're not. You not. But why you use my son though? And I got the video to prove it. I got the pictures to prove it. The dates is on the pictures. They don't lie. None of that is a lie. All that's the honest God truth. I ain't got to lie on these people. What I'm gonna get out of lying on these people? I've been telling the same truth for 7 years. That's what's wrong with these people. I've been telling my truth, what happened to Lisa Simpson, and I thought I was doing the right thing by telling these other families so they didn't get used and abused like I did. But by me telling them, I became the bad guy. I won't tell y'all nothing else. I'm going to let them rape you for everything you got. Because if you keep wanting to be a sucker, I'm going to tell them to lick you to the stick. Straight out. Because you don't want to listen. You think I want some money. No, I go to work every day. I get money. Huh?
Right. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I'm a mother that still got to work every day at 54 years old because I got a 14-year-old. And that nigga 6'3", wear a size 14 shoe. Oh, yeah. If I don't work, he's like, what's happening? I need to eat around here. What's going on? Huh? See, a lot of them don't know about that because they got somebody feeding them. I got to feed myself. I got to get it how I live. Huh? A lot of y'all don't know nothing about that. I don't get no county. I got to pay $300 for insulin because I'm diabetic. You feel me? But y'all done made $1.2 million off my dead son. Y'all should pay that insulin bill for me though. You feel me? At least buy me a year worth of insulin. Because they ain't selling just a single. You got to buy the whole box. That's $300 a pop. Who got me? Who got me? Nobody, because they want me to die. Oh, yeah, we need her to die so she can stop talking. God said, I'm going to be here. Huh? He said, tell your truth, my anointed one. And I did. So if you don't like me, I'm glad you don't like me. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me because your likes ain't going to give me justice because I did it my own way. I did it myself. Yeah. I made it. God help me. God said, I got you. He couldn't even give it to me, y'all, real fast because he knew I wouldn't accept it. I wouldn't have respected it. You feel me? He said, I'm going to give it to you, but you're going to work for it. And I don't mind putting in the work. I'm a licensed paralegal. That's what a lot of these families don't even know. I graduated as a paralegal in 2015, a year before my son got killed. I need 16 units to transfer to the #1 law school of California, Laverne. I decided not to become a liar. I'm good. But I've decided to make history, take history, and tape history. Because I promise you, I'm going to make the changes that everybody else scared to make. That's what I'm going to do. I know I ain't going to be here probably to be able to reciprocate it all, but I'm going to put forth the effort to make it happen. Straight the fuck out. For my son, for Richard J. Risher, oh yeah, I'm going to make it happen. For everybody, okay? Because guess what? Y'all ain't fighting. So when they handed me the torch in 2016, you handed me the torch and I lit it. So guess what? You can't put it out. Let me do me. I'll let you do you. Quit talking about me. You want to talk to me? Call me. I'll never talk about y'all kids. I'll never do that, but stop talking about my son though. Cause I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm really a fighter though. Facebook don't make me hard. I'm a street girl. For real. I'm all street. I hold my court in the streets. I don't do the po-pos. I don't make no phone calls. I'm a one-woman army. I've been threatening this fight by family that's in this fight, telling me that they need to beat me up so I can see what the fight feel like. All I can tell you is to try it. Press your luck. I give out whammies all day. They call me Halloween because I give out pumpkin heads all year long. That. So, you know, you hating me because the words that's coming out my mouth. Hate the police officer that killed your kid. How about that? Go to the police station and the same aggression you got against Lisa Simpson, go to the police station and had aggression against that whole station that assassinated your child. Make some noise in this fight instead of always trying to make noise off my name. Stop doing that, because I don't do that to y'all. I don't tell people not to mess with y'all. I don't do none of that. I just let people find out for themselves. Period. I ain't like that. I ain't trying to separate us. I ain't trying to divide us. I would love to see us all come together on one accordance and tear America down. You down with it? Holla at me. If you ain't, keep on messing with the clowns, because in a minute, all y'all gonna be in the circus together. And I put that on Richard Risher heartbeat. I put that on my son's soul. Y'all ain't gonna be able to keep tearing up this fight like y'all been doing. So y'all better start thinking, because I'm really serious. I'm really serious. Y'all better start thinking of something else to do, because this police brutality terrorism fight is not it. It don't fit your outfit. Sorry.
Well, I'm with you, Mama. Whatever you want to do, I'm riding. Well, I'm riding with you till the wheels fall off. I can't. That's what anybody. That's what any family that wants to stand up to truth, transparency, and accountability. If that's what moves you, then hell yeah, I rock with you. But if
let's get these W's, bro. Right. Let's get these W's. These entities that's really in this, that's not in this fight for the right reason, and go on and find y'all something to do. Right. The ones that want to stand in front of us to protect us instead of trying to stand in front of us to talk for us, we gonna welcome y'all. Know your place in this fight. Period. All you ones that want to be narratives and talk for us, we don't need y'all. We never needed y'all to talk. Well, I don't need y'all to talk for me, because I ain't no puppet on no string. And I don't need no ventriloquist. If you got some thoughts about these polices, I don't need you to use my son death to get these thoughts to these people. I'm going to need you to use what you think, because you don't think. Because you really want to say, hey, don't worry about them. Just meet me around the corner with the bag. And I'm going to make sure they never say nothing to you. Patrice Culler's cousin got killed in Los Angeles by the police, bro. They're not even fighting for him.
Keenan Anderson.
They set that baby up. That was so they can get back in the fight, because everybody know they crooks, bro. And I'm going to keep it a buck. They went downtown Los Angeles with the same thing they did when my son got killed. And RevCom, Lucia went up to him and said, why y'all doing this watered down shit? Y'all know it ain't going to happen. Patrice Culler heard something to the lady, asked her why she doing that, and walked away. Melina Abdullah and her so-called security, Mr. William Campbell, billions that like to fight women. They got all up in that lady's face, calling her all kind of bitches. What's she doing? Oh yeah, they showed. When I say they showed out, and guess what? It dimmed their whole life, because it was a white woman they was cussing out on the news. Ha ha! Melina Abdullah is a cold. You know she washes other activists in chicken blood.
Huh?
Yeah, Melina Abdullah washed Jasmine Abdullah in chicken blood. And when we went out there, I got the video. It's on my page. When we went out there, the girl was asking her, why you wash me in chicken blood? That ain't the blood of Jesus. And she couldn't even answer. Yeah, she say if y'all pay attention to her lives, every time she do a live, she wait till like 11:59 and be like, "It's witch hours." What is witch hours? Why
Wait, what? I guess
why
I've
you
never
doing
seen that in
voodoo?
her lives.
Man, y'all better go on Instagram and check out the Professor Dr. Melina, the witch hour. Every live she do is on witch hours. It'd be like 11:59 when she do it's witch hours. Well, we don't need no witches in this fight. We don't need no witches in this fight. Period. I really need you to get out this fight, Melina, because you have already tried to destroy me. But God said not on his watch. You feel me? Everything that she's touching is turning into soil now because you're not right.
Right.
You're not right. You're doing all these families any kind of way. Like when we went to Akron, Ohio, she probably wasn't meaning to hurt the other families that was there. But when she found out I was coming, just as long as she can hurt me, she gonna hurt everybody. She one of them type of people. If they tell her, look, we finna give you this 3.5 billion, but you got to kill your mama, your daddy, and one of your kids, she gonna line their ass up. She gonna be like, look, it only gonna hurt for a little while, but you going to a whole nother place. Don't trip. Right. But I'm gonna shout your name out every day, and I'm gonna do praise dancing for you. I'm gonna do libations with arrowhead water. Come on now, y'all ain't summoning up no ancestors. Y'all summoning up demons. You ain't even got the mindset or the pure heart to be talking about some libations with some arrowhead water. You can't even go to the church and get some holy water. Because if you touch it, you might melt in front of all them people, Satan. Melina Abdullah, the Satan, the girl Satan, that's she-devil right there. That's a she-devil for real. People think she black. She's not. She's not. She's not. She's not. She's not. That's a she-devil right there. She on the prowl. She gonna take you down. If she can't control the narrative, she gonna try to destroy you. That. We still on, bro?
Yeah, we're still live.
Oh, yeah. No, if she can't control the narrative, Melina Abdullah gonna destroy you by any means necessary. Look what happened to that boy in St. Louis, Darren Seals. He slapped D-Ray from Black Lives Matter on national TV because he said they came there and robbed Ferguson and left they state broke, and then he ended up dead. Come on now. Black Lives Matter is gangsters. They had some men push up on me, put their hands on me in Los Angeles because I went and stood with Valerie Rivera. That's Eric Rivera mama. Her son got killed in Los Angeles. We came back from Minneapolis, Minnesota to the march that we had right after George Floyd got killed. I went and stood with her downtown Los Angeles. They was having men surrounding me, taking pictures of me. They gave every family out there that lost their loved ones, they gave all of them flowers. They never gave me no flowers. So they pointing me out to people. They taking pictures of me, all type of stuff. So when they got ready to leave, I pushed up on Melina because I ain't going to let you get away. I said, you got something you want to say to me? She told the men, they African Town Coalition, to rush me. And they tried to rush me, but I'm a thug, though. I rushed back. So then they could tell him to proceed. So then the girl that was out there with him, she tried to touch me and I pushed her all the way down to the ground. Girl, you don't even know me like that. Then I went to when they was on 8th and Wilshire, because you keep telling people I'm lying about this video and I'm just lying. I'm crazy. No, I ain't lying. I'm telling the truth. So I went down there to talk to her. So I want to know in my face. Tell me in my face I'm lying. So I said drop the F-bomb. And all of them rushed me, and they had one of the girls tried to rush me. I had bruises all on my arm, but I scalped her like the Indian that I was. They gonna talk about let her go. Let her go? I don't let nothing go. She better not run up on nobody else no more. And my kids was out there, and they thought my kids was gonna let them touch me. My daughter said, don't touch my mama. I don't care what y'all talking about, better nobody touch her. Where Melina was at, hiding. That's when Akili, her right hand mouthpiece, was out there calling me fools. Oh, yeah, listen to the fool. I told him your mama's a fool. Call and say, oh, tell him who I am. I'm Akili Baba. You a father to strangers, but you got a whole son that you can't be a father to. Get out of here. Y'all just trying to get paid off our pain. Won't y'all get paid off a job that you working? Go do some hard labor and get a check, and I'll respect you. Because you ain't doing nothing to get paid off our fight. Y'all just going around talking about y'all representing us. No, y'all not. Y'all don't represent me. I don't know who else in this fight believe that y'all represent them. They don't represent me. And I know a lot of families that Black Lives Matter don't represent. Period. And all these families, like I said, that's hooked up with them. Y'all a part of them now. Y'all gonna be a part of them when they go to get up out of here too. Yeah, y'all gonna go out together. And then y'all can go have y'all a gala and get on the boat and go fishing, selling, and do what people do that ain't in nothing. It's time for y'all to retire. Some real shit. Just retire.
It's
Just
definitely
retire. Because you causing more harm than good in this fight.
Right.
And that's the part I can't accept. That's the part I can't accept. You causing more harm than good in this fight. And you've been doing it for the 10 years of your existence. So won't y'all retire Black Lives Matter on July 15th? Just retire and say this the last time we're going to be in the streets, because we ain't been in the streets anyway. I wish I had enough money. I sent a whole bunch of pedicure bowls out there to y'all on July 15th so y'all can get y'all feet done.
Why July 15th?
Oh, that's their 10th year anniversary.
Oh, okay.
They 10 years of being in existence. Yeah.
It's been that long since Trayvon?
I guess so. Yep. And I would send pedicure bowls out there so they can get their toes done. Because they ain't got no calluses. They ain't got no sores on their feet. None of that. Because they boots ain't never been on the ground in this fight. Look at it. When they went to Washington, D.C., people didn't pay attention. They stepped on the untold story toes. The 14 families that was out there. They stepped on their toes, right? They didn't go stand with them. But when the 14 families was out there, they had all kind of police surrounding the 14 families. But when they did that national march, I only seen one police out there with them, and the police was talking to them. So can't nobody tell me they ain't cool with the cops, because yes, they is.
See, and that's the thing that bugs me, because I've literally seen it where, like, I'm gonna bring up Nakima again. You know, we had an incident that was, we were having an event for Justin Teagan, who was killed by the St. Paul police, and there was a situation that was happening in downtown Minneapolis where they said that a black man was killed by the police, where he ended up actually killing his own self. He shot himself. And people were down there, witnesses were all police shot him. He didn't shoot himself, you know. But it really tripped me out of how the community leaders had the mayor's number, had the police chief's number, and could make all of these calls. But yet, y'all can't make them do the right thing when it comes to releasing video, come to releasing, to disciplining their officers, or just to do the right thing, period. They will just rather lie, let it be a little lie, and it turns into something bigger where we literally, like I'll say it again, May 25th, 2020, you had the Minneapolis Police Department say that George Floyd died from a medical incident. This was something that is actually out on paper. They put this out in a press release. Yet we're supposed to, anytime that anything comes out, we're supposed to believe them? No, you've already been caught up in a lie, not once, not twice, not even 3 times, and yet we're supposed to believe you when you haven't even acknowledged the past lies, and you haven't even been accountable for them. So
that's crazy. No, they got them numbers because them they partners. You know,
right.
Them they partners. We can't get their numbers. I bet you if you ask them for their number, they ain't gonna give it to you. Hey, let me get the mayor number. I want to have a sit down with him. I want to go to the table. They ain't gonna give it to you.
What's crazy is I will say that's what with the old chief. I do believe that man would not have gave me his personal phone number. But the new police chief that we have now in Minneapolis, I have his personal cell phone number. And when there was a situation that happened and I told him what I was hearing, he got down there immediately. So I do not saying that he's a good guy. I know the difference between Brian O'Hara and Chief Brian O'Hara. You know what I'm saying? So I know that when he puts on that uniform, regardless of what he might say, I know his actions might say something different when he takes off that uniform. So not saying that we should look at people differently from their job, their occupation to real people. I'm just saying that I see him as a real person. I don't see him as, I know he's the police chief. I don't treat him like that because I want him to treat me as we're equals. I don't address him as the police chief because I want him to see me as an equal that is out here trying to do the same thing that he gets paid to do, and that is to protect and serve our community.
But that's not the truth, bro. Y'all keep saying that y'all keep saying that the police job is to protect the service. No, their job is to protect this corporation and arrest the code breakers like you and I, sir. That's their job. They never was put out before they was police officers. They was what they called them back in the days?
Slave catchers.
They were slave catchers. So they ain't never been the job description that they got. It was never to protect and serve us. It was protect the corporation and arrest the code breakers, bro. I didn't put out on Facebook about the 9 principle of policing. Richard, he from London, the Metropolitan Police in 1829 when the police force first started. It's 9 principles, 9 policies of the principles of policing. People be talking about community oversight. If y'all read the 9 principles of policing, the community is already the oversight automatically. We the reason if the police get to stay on the job or not. But see, they done twisted everything so much in so many years because guess what? Nobody don't pay attention. Don't nobody fight back. Once they give these families that hush-hush money, a lot of these families hush up. You see what I'm saying? They give them that hush-hush money and they hush-hush. They don't say nothing no more. You don't see them on Facebook no more talking about the system or they dead loved one, only when it's time for an event. Well, I can't never shut up because I got 4 more children, so my mouth gonna stay wide open. But I'm not gonna let these families in this fight treat me like I'm a pincushion, that everybody can say whatever they want to say about me, but when I say something, I'm the bad guy. No, I'm not the bad guy. Right. I'm not the bad guy at all. But you can't keep knocking me for me telling my truth, though. Period. And if these people wronged me and I said something about it, get over it, because I'm telling you the truth. I don't care what they tell you. They're going to tell you every lie in the book that they can think of to make themselves seem like they right. But Black Lives Matter robbed me for the death of my son. This lady called me on the phone after December the 7th, told me to give her 30 minutes, that she finna have a meeting, which 30 minutes is a briefing. I can get all the money that they raised in LA can. This lady called me back 30 minutes on the phone, y'all, and said, you need to listen to the video again. We never asked for no money for your son. I said, wow, I was in the video. Come on now. I said, you know what? Don't trip. I'm trying to get a resolution. I'm cool because I don't argue with stop signs, bro. I'm not finna keep calling you to hear you keep lying in my face. And then you trying to pass the buck on everybody else. But you was the one on the video talking about Brother Richie need to be buried. 1, 5, or 10,000 to do. And it could be in this site, this site, this site, and this site. Did any of them sites say Lisa Simpson? I didn't get a penny. I didn't get 1 penny, and it wasn't for my son's funeral because he was already dead and buried in the wall 18 days before I did the interview. So did I need him? I ain't even need him. But this is how y'all get down. Y'all be out here, y'all be jumping the gun, and y'all want to quit to fight for somebody else's kid because what, my son was profitable? That's why y'all was quick to want to jump on it. He was profitable, so it was like, oh yeah, let's get paid. And not just Black Lives Matter and all this shit that be exploiting us families. It be other families that be exploiting families too. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Wanda Johnson, Oscar Grant mama, she don't even like me. But you put me in a documentary and never asked me. And then the documentary ain't about the police killing us. It's about another mother's son that's in jail that they trying to get out. How does that match with police terrorism? That don't match. And then you had a producer try to blow smoke up my tail telling me, oh, when you came to her event in 2017, 6 months after your son got assassinated, oh, we had the filming on the door. We had the signs. No, you didn't. Oh, it was 30 of y'all there. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You just lying. They done went all the way to New York to the movie film festival to get this documentary to be a movie, but you got my name in it and my son's name. And then the producer gonna tell me, well, do you want us to just bleak you out so nobody won't know it's you? Bitch, did you bleak me out when you took it to the New York Movie Film Festival? You didn't bleak me out then, right? Why you bleaking me out now? Y'all trifling. Y'all be doing shit that ain't cool and y'all be thinking it's cool. But then when I say something, oh, y'all mad. But ain't nobody else in this fight gonna keep on exploiting my son, or I'm gonna knock on your door. I'm gonna knock on your door because I'm not gonna keep accepting it. Because at the end of the day, Richard Che Risher Jr. belonged to Lisa Simpson and Richard Che Risher Sr. Period. Stop making money off my kid, because I wouldn't do that to you. Why are you doing it to me? Because Black Lives Matter did it and y'all thought it was okay to do it because they paid everybody else that don't have a video but didn't pay me because it's bigger than the money. And if they paid me, that was showing a mission of guilt because they done told everybody worldly that I was crazy, that I was lying, I was this. How you think Black Lives Matter got in the cockpit like they got in there? Not because nobody else. Lisa Simpson. I've been overseas talking about Black Lives Matter. I was on the Rick Lamont Hill show talking about Black Lives Matter. I did a press conference in front of one of their houses in Los Angeles because I ain't scared of them. I the one been talking about them. Everybody think Patrice Cullors got a movie deal with Warner Brothers. She had a movie deal with Warner Brothers until she struck a match in the blackout in Lisa Simpson world. Oh, I called Warner Brothers fast and sent them the video and told them, I can't wait till y'all start filming. They immediately dropped her ass. She ain't got no movie deal with Warner Brothers no more. Oh, no. We ain't doing that. Movie deal? What the movie gonna be called? How I can rob everything up in the world?
Miss Lisa, if anybody was to use your name, this is my question to you, or even your son's name, is it any type of way to where you can sue them for
Okay, listen to me, baby. I'm trying to sue them for slander and defamation of character because they wrote up a cease and desist letter on me. But see, when you got money, like the guy Tim said, there's too much money in this world for it to be changes. See, when you got money like that, you can pay these attorneys to not mess with me, not take my case, because I got an actual case against y'all. Y'all slandered, y'all defamed my character. I got a video of y'all asking for money for a son that didn't need nothing from you. And then y'all went around telling people I'm crazy, I'm this and I'm that. And you know what? It ain't even about the money. It's about the principle. We could have been fixed this a long time ago, but you didn't want to fix it because you knew you was making money and I didn't know nothing about it. I don't want to fix it now. I don't want to fix it. I don't want to talk to you. I'm cool. I'm good. Because when I was trying to talk to you, when I was being the bigger person and came down there on December the 7th, 2022 and tried to talk to you and you did what you did afterwards, I don't want to talk to you, lady. Something wrong with you. Go on, Satan. Go on and talk to somebody else. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care about you being a fake professor. I don't care about none of that. I know you a crook. And I'm not the only family in Los Angeles that they took advantage of in 2016. It was 5 of us. But they were scared to talk. One family called me. Remember I was telling you about the twins? The sister of the boy and the girl that got killed in the car in Inglewood, the girl was a twin. The twin called me on the phone a couple years ago on Facebook and said her and her family had to step out the fight because they didn't know the game. I said, what you mean the game? This a game? She said Melina Abdullah and Black Lives Matter was making money off her sister and they didn't even know it. This is how they move though. This is how they move. If it ain't a dollar bill attached to it, 9 times out of 10, they ain't gonna mess with you. They got to get paid. Some of these families be even want to get paid to speak. People be telling me, Lisa, you don't never ask for no money. I said, because you know what? You can't put a price on the truth. You can't put a price on the truth, but you can put a price on the lies. You can put a price on the lies because you need people to believe what you saying. Can't put a price on the truth. They be mad at me because I tell the truth. I ain't got nothing to hide. Ain't no reason for me to get up here and try to bash nobody. No, I ain't bashing you. But when y'all bash me, it's okay. But when I defend myself, I'm the bad guy. Nah. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I ain't out here reciprocating a penny. Just like I told y'all, I got a GoFundMe fund up right now. Been up for 3 weeks. And only one solid activist that I can say, Brock.
Speaking of, we actually just shared.
He put $20 in there.
Send us a link so we can share yours. We just shared Kim's. And we about to wrap up, but I want everybody to. Well,
my cash, I can tell you my cash app right now. $ accountability 98. Okay.
Bet.
Because that's what I need, accountability, baby. I appreciate y'all having me on the show.
Of course. And also make sure you send us the link to the GoFundMe too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I got y'all. Charles, no, I'll be sending him everything. I just sent him the video, everything.
No.
Yes,
I ain't got no reason to lie and I ain't got nothing to hide. And this is what they mad at, y'all. This is the last thing I'm going to say. This is what they really mad at because I keep receipts.
Right.
Receipts. Sure do. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put a stamp on it.
And I think Kim can probably agree with that too, right?
Right.
Yep.
No, and so I really thank you so much, and I want others to know that this is won't be the last setting the record
we're gonna have you back.
Episode. Honestly,
I'm coming.
I would love to
continue. I'm coming with boots on for sure, no doubt.
Thank you, because I definitely would love to add other families. I know there was a lot of people.
Speaking of, I want to shout out Chantel Brooks.
Oh yeah, Rebecca, that's my girl. That's Michael Wesley mama.
Okay. Rebecca and Sarah Miles, the three of y'all, we gotta have y'all back
that's
on.
Derek Miles' mama. Yep.
Clark. Yeah.
Yo, please.
So we gonna win, y'all. We gonna win. I'm telling y'all, we gonna win. We just gotta get this messiness up out our way because it's clouding our streets and everything. Because I want to see what justice and accountability look like, for real. Well, I love that y'all had me on y'all show, man. Every day I was saying, man, I can't wait till Thursday. Yesterday I was in the house. I was like, boy, that's why I love tomorrows.
I was hyped up too. I couldn't sleep last night.
Okay, I couldn't wait to get off of work today at 3:00, and the girl was gonna be late. I was mad as hell. I told my job, look, I gotta do an interview about my dead son. Y'all don't care about my dead son, but I do. Hey, I'll say F this job when it comes to Richard J. Richard. Yeah. All right, y'all. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you.
Love you.
Man, anytime y'all want me on y'all show, I'm right here. I'm in the cockpit. I'm rolling with y'all. For sure. I'm gonna holler at y'all on some other stuff I'm working on too. So when I tell y'all this stuff I'm working on, I want to involve y'all, bro. It's really serious too.
Okay. I'm down.
For sure. We ride. We ride.
Be great.
All
right, y'all too.
Lisa.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Who's that? Kim? That's Ghost?
Yep.
All right, Silk. I'll keep y'all head up.
Nice.
I love you, Kim. Remember what I told you, baby. You make it happen. Don't worry about nobody else. If you need me, call me. I'll come to Akron for you. Straight out. You hear me? I'll come to Akron for you. I'll come and help you put it down. That's what we need. See, that's the problem. We don't have each other backs. We don't bound with each other. We don't hug each other because sometimes that's all you need is a hug from another family member that's been impacted just like yourself. Yeah. Don't ever think you alone, baby, because I'm going to keep riding with you till the wheels fall off and then we're going to scrape on this bitch. That part. For sure. Love y'all. All right. Call me, Kim, or text me, baby, okay? I love y'all. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Yes, peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.
All right.
Blessings.
All right, you guys. Have a good one.